Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
I am Optimus Prime.
What, no dumbass remark? Youse'd be bomb bag cooler if Yusa came with roller, and that's no stink of it.
You got the touch! You got the power!
Where in the hell does that trailer go? Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we have another Transformers figure. It's the brand new Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Optimus Prime. So this is the quote-unquote Leader Class Optimus Prime for Earthrise. So it's the Earth mode Optimus Prime, and to be honest, I don't think it's much of a leader figure. It's really just, it looks to me like a Voyager figure with the trailer, and I'm okay with that because we get to the trailer and it looks very, very G1, and I'm definitely digging that. I found this at my local Target here in Center Grove, Indiana, on the south side of Indianapolis. It was 50 bucks. They only had one, and I had to get it. So let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Optimus Prime in the packaging, and it's green. It's very green. That's the first thing that I noticed, which I guess, you know, it's Earth, kind of bluish green. So yeah, that works. He's also strapped in like he's about to go onto a roller coaster, which I find interesting. So we get Optimus Prime right here. There he is with the trailer. There's some things I've noticed straight out of the gate. I'll talk about. Packaging, very interesting, same shape what we got before. We get some interesting things going on here with the War for Cybertron trilogy. There's Galvatron right there, which is kind of cool. Just kind of a close-up so you can check out Galvatron flying around. Help me! Side of the package is a new poster art piece. And this one's pretty cool. We've got the Ark, looks like the Nemesis attacking the Ark, and the Ark coming down onto Earth, where the other one, it was blasting off of Cybertron. And then we got Wheeljack, Trailbreaker, RC, looks like we're getting Sideswipe again. And who is that? Looks like maybe Brawn back there. Is that Brawn? Let me look. Nope, it's Bumblebee and a couple other bots. I can't tell who they are. We get Megatron, Unicron up here in the corner. That's kind of interesting. A Quintesson, very cool. Shockwave, and I don't know who that is right there. Not really sure. But definitely very, very cool. So kind of a close-up. The Unicron looks pretty tough. Definitely dig this. I really wish they would come out with some poster work of the sides of these boxes. The Siege box looks cool. This one also looks very, very neat. Side of this, this over here has Optimus Prime with his gun. Oh, he's holding up, like, looks like an arm coming up and grabbing the gun. That's his leg. Yeah. So yeah, there it is. Looking very Optimus Prime-ish. Very, very cool. And then here's the front of the package. Now notice up there, the little control bot in the trailer is gray. I kind of noticed that. And then on the back of the package here, we get Optimus Prime. Looks like he's got a shield. He's got the Matrix. That's cool. Definitely digging that. He's laying down in the repair bay, and then he's also got an upright. And then you got the little robo arm, much like the old school toy did. But on the package here, it's blue, and then it's clearly gray inside the box. So that's a huge difference and very disappointing. Then we get him in his truck mode here, and that just looks gorgeous. And then one of the big things that it's missing, and it really kind of irritates me, especially for a $50 price, there is no roller. And that is highly disappointing. Maybe we'll get him as a Micromaster, but I mean, come on, give us a roller. If you're going to do a G1 style Optimus Prime, come on guys, just give it to us. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Definitely digging it thus far. So that's about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Optimus Prime out of the box and see what we think. So here we have Optimus Prime out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I haven't had this much fun with an Optimus Prime figure since, I don't know, maybe I got my original G1 figure. Of course, this is a huge homage to the original Optimus Prime toy. I love the fact he comes with a trailer. I love the fact he looks very G1. This is basically a half and half new toy. So this is the Voyager figure that we got from Siege with some upgraded parts and upgraded paint, which I'm okay with. We got a brand new accessory, but does a Voyager figure with a big accessory really mean a Leader Class figure? Well, I'm going to put it this way. Yes, because Hasbro changed their scale size in this trilogy line, because what we used to think as a Leader Class is now the Commander Class, like Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call him, whereas the more complicated Voyager style figures with additional accessories are now the new Leader. That being said, the Voyagers and the Deluxe classes, they're all a little bit different size, like Hound and Ratchet and Cliffjumper. They're all different in size because the characters were different in size, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of like Marvel Legends. But is this worth 50 bucks? I don't know. The biggest drawback to this is there's no fucking roller, which really irritates the crap out of me. I paid $50, at least give me a little roller figure. My only hope is that we're going to get a roller Micromaster in one of the sets, but I kind of doubt it. Two glaring differences I noticed from this and what was on the back of the package. First of all, his little a drone piece right here on the trailer is all gray. It was blue on the back of the box, much like the original G1 figure. The other glaring difference is he's got blue eyes here, and on the back of the box he had the yellow eyes, just like the G1 toy did. Are those deal breakers? Absolutely not. I just wanted to point it out. And while I'm talking about paint, oh Lord, I'll get to this in more detail later, but I do love the paint. Lots of metallic paint on here, which is gorgeous. So, of course, with the trailer, I guess we'll start with this first, Articulation. You can put the hatch piece down here. There is a stand that goes there so that he can stand it like this. This piece here, very articulate, so that's kind of cool. Goes up and down. Right there, has a little bit of a twist, actually quite a bit of a twist, back and forth. There's ball joints for the hinge arms, which is nice. He's got a hinge right there. The other cool thing about this is, it actually, if I can get this off of here, it lifts off like that, and you can attach it to the back of Optimus. He has a peg right here on the back of his back, backpack, and you can have him wield this thing up like this if you so wanted to, for whatever reason, so he can have a little backpack buddy. Sure, why not? The other cool thing about this, you can pull this off. It's almost an Autobot logo. I would have preferred if they would have made this flat to match this trailer piece and just put an Autobot logo there. I think that would have been kind of cool. And then it can become a shield for Optimus here. So he can use that as a shield if you so like. I'm never going to display it like this, but it's kind of cool that you get those options. Alright, so I'm going to take this stuff off right here, put it back on the trailer, like that. Now, I will say that the trailer, lots of detail, lots of molded detail, so that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, it does not have any paint apps really on the inside. It's just all gray. There are some paint apps on the outside, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, is what it is right there. So I'm just gonna fold this up and down like that. The other thing, his weapon right here, be careful about this because it feels like it's almost too big to go into his little hand. I'm going to talk more about that here in a second, but here's his gun. It's a very G1-esque. I like that. Why he has to have an ammo clip, I don't know. But it will fold up like this so that you can store it on his back if you wanted to. In the vehicle mode, that's where it goes. Personally, I just store this piece in the trailer. If I can get this thing to work here. Here we go. So I just store it in the trailer, close up the trailer like this, and yeah, that's it for the trailer for me. So that's where I keep it. You keep it where you want to keep it, all right? It's your damn toy. All right, so I'm going to take the trailer away. Articulation on this figure, very, very nice. The head moves back and forth, up and down. It's on a very nice ball socket, which is cool. He does have some waist articulation. It is hampered a little bit by this piece back here. However, if you want to get more, you can just flip that down and you can get a really wide range on there. So that's kind of cool. Definitely dig that. Arms go all the way up like this. They've got swing backs. That's mainly for transformation, but it can get it into some really nice poses. He's got a very nice elbow joint right there. A twist at the elbow as well. The hands have a twist, and this is something crazy. They are articulated fingers. It's cool, but I will say I fear that the thumbs are going to break off. I think you're going to see a lot of Optimus Primes with broken thumbs. Very similar to RC in Generations. The other thing is with this metallic paint, that gun going in and out of the hand there, it kind of scares me that it's going to scrape that paint up. Alright, now as far as the legs go, they kick really far forward. They kick about that far. They kick all the way out, which is nice. There's a twist at the upper leg right there. You've got a basically double jointed knee, which is really, really cool. And then the feet do have toe articulation, as well as some back foot articulation, but that's mainly for transformation. And he's got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being the widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. Now the other phenomenal accessory that this figure has is he has an Autobot matrix of leadership. It can be kind of difficult to get this chest piece open. There we go. So you've got the chest, if I can get a focus. There we go. There it is. There it is with the matrix inside of it. To get the matrix out, you just kind of grab it, grab it, grab it. Come on, buddy. Get out of there. I have no fingernails, so this makes it very difficult for me. There we go. Alright, so there he is. That's what he looks like without the matrix inside his chest. I would love to see a dead version of this Optimus, actually. That would be kind of fun. But here is the matrix itself. Looks good. Looks like a matrix. It's pretty small. Unfortunately, he cannot hold it like he's opening it, which is a bit of a shame. But he can lay down on the ground and hold it in one hand and hand it off to Ultra Magnus. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, you can just put the matrix back in, close it up. There it is. That is probably one of my favorite gimmicks of the toy, aside from the trailer. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, for the most part, I love this figure. The sculpt is amazing. It's got a very G1 look. I love the metallic paints. The head is, gorgeous. Now, it's kind of hard to tell on this figure here with the lighting, but it's got the darker blue eyes underneath. It's a metallic blue. And if you look at the head, you can tell the back of the head is the metallic blue, where the eyes are inset, and then the front is not. I wish they would have just done the whole thing in metallic blue, that's a misfire, I think, on their end. I love the stacks. I like they're a little higher than the Siege. The metallic paints, man, the chest, the face, the mask, the Autobot logo, this just looks gorgeous. I like the kind of really deep red. All in all, it screams Optimus Prime, and I like that. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, I like the sculpt. I like the re-engineering of the figure that packs everything under his chest. The metallic hands, very cool. I like the paint on the chest and the waist. That all looks nice. The articulated fingers, man, I don't know. I feel like these are going to break at some point, especially with the gun in his hand. Mine just really doesn't like it so much. The silver paint stripe on his arm looks good. I like how the tires fold up behind his back there. That all looks really, really nice. As far as engineering goes, the upper part of this was designed way better, I think, than the Siege figure, which is very, very cool. There are a few minor paint apps I would like to have seen, like the yellow on the running lights, and maybe get rid of those silver plugs there. But other than that, it looks pretty damn good. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, again, designed really, really well. I like how the tanks fold up into his upper legs. The blue looks good. I like the white on the front there. That all looks good. The toes painted well. The nice deep blues they got going on. The tires, we got the paint on the hubcaps. Everything looks good. Nothing on this figure is hollow at all, which is amazing. It looks really good from all angles. Again, maybe some minor paint details I would have changed, but overall, very nice, stands well, poses well. For comparison, here we have Optimus Prime with Optimus Prime. So we got the Earthrise Optimus with the Transformers Siege 35th Anniversary Walmart exclusive animated cell Optimus. And they're very similar but different. This is basically a retool of this figure here, which I'm perfectly fine with. In fact, it's a better upgrade. The legs are very similar. There's some slight reworks on the inner legs themselves, but the feet and the actual legs are the same. The waist area is similar, except for the upper part of the legs. Those are different. There's some slight redeco of the chest. The bulk frame of the chest part is the same. However, this one is engineered a lot better. Everything collapses up under his front chest piece, where this one's got the big old backpack. So there's some clear differences there. The arms are pretty much different all around, different stacks, totally different hands. The head sculpts, I believe, are exactly the same. I'm going to say this is probably a 50-50 redeco slash retool, maybe a 60-40, but you definitely can tell that they made this figure off of the chassis of this one. And again, it's a nice upgrade. It definitely looks cool, but you can see the similarities in them for sure. Is it a $20 upgrade? I don't know. At least you get a trailer with this one, so that's kind of nice. I definitely dig that. To be honest, I would really love to see this Earthrise in the animated cell paint scheme, as well as a Nemesis Prime, and I'd also like to see it as the dead Optimus Prime, the whole blacked out gray version where he died. I think that would be cool as well. Maybe we'll get those. We know we're going to get a Nemesis Prime, at least from Takara. We may get that here in the US now, who knows, but I'd love to see the other two variants at some point too. So here we have Optimus Prime in his truck mode, and I gotta say, for the most part, I do like this. However, I will say again, I think this trailer is just too small. It looks okay on the figure, but if you put it next to like a G1 trailer, this thing just looks ridiculous because the cab's about the same size as a G1 figure. You know, that being said, I love the fact we got the trailer. I don't love the fact that they kind of cheapened out on the cost. So it rolls back and forth really, really well. Oh, I kind of noticed this thing. The tanks, gas tanks here. If I get these things to flip up, here we go. Those things fold down very, very easy. So beware of that. It does look better with them up, but overall, I mean, this thing looks pretty good. Rolls really well. It's latched on pretty good. If you go to pick it up, I mean, it takes a bit of gravity to actually get the thing off, so that's kind of cool. It's got a very G1 look, which I do love. I think the back piece here looks a little bit goofy, but it is what it is. I will say I am not a fan of the back of the trailer because that pulls off to become a shield, but I don't know why they had to put all that detail to make it shield when they could have just made it look like the back of the trailer. That being said, the other issue I have with this, you have to kind of crack it open a little bit to get the trailer door to come down. Unlike the original G1 toy, it just sort of flipped down, so be aware of that. As far as loading vehicles into the back, because that's what you did when you were a kid with the G1 Prime. So you can take a pretty thin deluxe figure like a Smokescreen or Prowl or Blue Streak here, and you can load him into the back and it will close, so that's pretty cool. I definitely dig that. You're not going to get Ironhide or probably Hound or anybody like that in there, but you can do that. These smaller figures like the Cyberverse figures or Legends figures fit perfectly fine into the back of the trailer, so that is very cool. You could probably get a couple of those in there. So that's pretty fun. That's something that you did not get with the Ultra Magnus figure, so definitely cool. I dig that. Now in this mode, I'm going to take this off really quick. You're supposed to officially take the gun piece here, mount it onto the back of the cab like this, and then mount the trailer here like that. And then that is the official mode, which I guess it kind of looks a bit like you got the wires going on back there, the connection wires to the trailer. Personally, I just take this and mount it to one of the ports inside the trailer. I think it looks better myself, but yeah, it's your toy. You pose it the way you want to. Now, the trailer does have a stand right here, so just kind of a close-up of that. So you can park it like this if you so want to, which is very, very cool. Alright, so just kind of a close-up of the vehicle modes here. Very nice, love the paint, love the metallic, looks pretty good. Everything folds up really, really nice. I definitely dig that. Especially considering this is like half of a retool and then half new figure, so that's kind of cool. The trailer itself, again, looks great, love it. For the most part, I think it works pretty well. Very, very nice. Definitely digging that. Transformation on the trailer, very, very simple. You just basically unfold it like that, and then you pull the little robot up like thus, and there we go. Now we have the base. The biggest problem I have with this, there's no freaking roller, and that just really irritates the crap out of me. Of course, you can also stand the base up this way. Let me get the camera zoomed a little different here. So yeah, you can definitely do that. So he can do the repair bay like this. I'm not a big fan of that mode. I always had the bay sitting downward when I was a kid, but it's your Optimus Prime. You play with it the way you want to. So is the Transformers Earthrise Optimus Prime Leader Class figure from Hasbro and Takara Tomy something that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm going to say yes. If you are a fan of this series, you're going to like it. If you are a G1 fan, you are going to love this figure. I will say I do not recommend this for kids probably under 12 years old or so, because I really do feel the hands are going to break. Those thumbs I just don't think are very stable. I think that gun is going to break it. I'm disappointed in the size of the trailer. I wish that was bigger. Oh, that's what she said. But I mean, I guess it works. It could use some customizing as far as paint goes to make this into a phenomenal figure. Is it worth 50 bucks? I don't know. I think I would have been happier at $40 for this figure, definitely, and you know, maybe even 45. If it came with a roller figure, maybe a little bit more paint detail, like the drone on the trailer there, and a roller figure, I might have been happy with 50 bucks. But I guess that's just the price of things today, right? Overall, it poses great. I think the paint is amazing. It's a great upgrade from the Siege figure, and if you see it, get it, because I think this is a figure that's going to sell out fast. So there he is, Optimus Prime, the Leader Class figure from Transformers Earthrise.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.